do the Pablo dance. Hey, do the Pablo dance. Hey, 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 do the Pablo dance. Do the Pablo dance. You got that. Do the Pablo dance. Hey, do the Pablo dance. Hey, do the Pablo. Okay, I'm heading out. Guess who it is? It's the one and only Dappa E from Dappa E Central, and I'm here, peeps. I'm here. So guess what? In today's video, I'll be explaining how to use a loop band, and this is a mini loop band. Okay, people. So without further ado, tiempo para la intro. Vamos. Roll that clip. Alright, so now we are here back in live and living colors. I mean, I have a matching thing going on right here. Blue, blue, blue. And then this spoils it. Red. Because I'm Superman. Anyhow, now peeps, as mentioned before, I'll be explaining how to use this right here, which is a mini loop band. Now you see, it's a form of resistant band. Okay? And there are a couple of resistant bands that are out there. I mean, you have the loop band, obviously this one, the mini one. You have the other loop band, which is used for pull-up assist. Those are the longer ones. You have the figure 8 resistant band, which is shaped like the numeral 8 and has 2 foams at the end. And we have my personal favorite, which is the tube band. And the tube band is where you have handles and the resistant band itself, and we use the curl. And also we have the ankle straps for that one. That is the one that is the most popular one that is used out there. Well, I mean, I'm seeing females using this one now, so probably rivalry is there, who knows? But you get the drift. Now, again, resistant bands, they are very useful in both the physiotherapy work as well as the muscle building work. Now, let me explain. So for physiotherapy, these bands are used to aid persons that have sustained an injury, and we use these bands right here to help them get back in action so that training can continue. Now, what happens is that we design various rehabilitative exercises, including the band's usage, and then when that has been done, and we get the athlete to perform the type of exercises that are required for them to go about and do, then we get them in a state where, okay, we're getting back into the training part so that they can get back to their respective sport. Now, as it pertains to muscular strength and so forth, resistance is required in order for muscular strength to be effective. Now, these bands right here have varying tensions. Now, varying tensions from extra light, which is 4 pounds, up to extra heavy, which can be 30 or 40 pounds. So when I say pounds, it's the amount of tension that you can get from it. Alright? So with the muscle tonicity right now, we do our best to get the muscles to generate the force, which is the strength right needed to pull these bands apart to cause a stretching so that the muscle group that is being targeted is being done in the real and proper way. Now, also these can be used to aid in flexibility as well as stretching. So these bands are extremely useful. I mean, these bands tend to target the lower half of the body, but you can use it in the upper half as well, right? However, you'll see this type of band right here being used by females, as mentioned earlier, to help with glute formation and also the muscles in the thigh. So what will happen is that these bands will be used in those various exercises to help with the muscle tonicity as well as building muscular strength. Now, in the next part of this clip, I'll be demonstrating how to use these bands. You see, there are some drawbacks that comes into play with these bands. I mean, there are times when the bands, you put them on like that, and then out of the blue, the ride comes up like this. I'll be addressing how you can use certain tips to prevent that riding motion. Alright? So, with that being explained, let's move on to some of the exercises right now. Guess who it is? Okay, you get the drift. So I'll be using this cushion right here to assist me in some of the exercises that I'll be demonstrating. Now, in this context right now, we're going to use the most obvious one that they'll see. And we're going to target the lower body for this one. Okay, so we're going to start it off with squat. Squat is a very useful exercise, type of compound movement that targets most of the muscle groups in the body. No need to fret. We'll just use this one. So now, we can use this in one of two ways. You can use it with the knee right here, so use it to cover the medial part of the knee. Or my personal favorite, what can be done, put this down, is bit around 2 centimeters above the knee. Right? So what I do is this. I allow my shorts to come in contact with the band because the short itself is somewhat rough. So it allows friction to come into play, and when friction is there, it's harder for the band to ride up. So in order for the band to ride up, the surface has to be smooth. Alright? So when lubrication or sweat is on the skin and I continue doing the exercise, then you'll tend to see that the band goes up. However, when sweat is even in the cloth itself, that's the garment that you have on, it still has some sort of friction there because the surface is still rough to a degree. Right? So the first one will be the squat. Now, watch what happens. The squat right here, you notice that your leg will be pushing up a degree. But the receptors in the mind right here are saying, but wait, I have to fight against this tension because it's pushing out, so you're trying your best to get it back in the aligned position based on the foot placement, right? Because the toes are pointed forward. So whenever you're going like this, you realize that your legs are coming out subliminally, so you're thinking, no, I have to get it back in line to get the squat motion like that. So it acts as a listen. Somewhat it's like a coach, right? It's reminding you that you're supposed to keep the correct form. So it helps with stabilizing of the muscles as well in the thigh and also in the glute. See? Well done. That's one exercise, the squat. Next exercise that we can do, that you have seen in one of the videos, is the lateral walk. And what happens with the lateral walk is as follows. We go to the designated side of choice. So we're starting off with the right. Boom. See what happens? Happens now is the tension. We're going against the tension. Remember earlier with the muscular strength, we have to generate the force in the muscle so that we can move. The other one follow. So the tension is right there, pulling in order for the muscle to generate the force. See? So you can feel it right here. That's right. See? We're feeling the muscles. Exactly my point. Next, on the category right here, we'll do the high knees. High knee lunge, that is. So what happens, that we'll stand on the band itself, like that. And what will happen is this. We'll lift the leg to knee height, like that. And the tension is trying to pull our leg down. But what happens is that we lift, like that. Demonstrate the side. See? Like that. You can walk with it as well. But be careful. Ensure that it doesn't pass the heel and that it doesn't pass the toes. So here, that's one. And you'll feel the contraction right here. You'll feel it. Feel it in the glutes as well. See? Motions. Next on the list, we can use it as a form of jumping jacks. We can call it side jacks. So like that. Boom. Boom. See? More tension. But in this one, you notice that it'll ride up. That's the case. So what happens? Do it at a slower pace. Like that, in. That, in. That, in. See, it's more time right there. Again, we're in, the box right here, out of the box right there. Back in. Notice it's not riding because the tempo is different. Perfecto. Now we're going to do the ones that you all love, and that's the one on the ground. So this is what's going to take place. we have the cushion right here for assistance. What I love to do is carry the band medial part of the knee, right here. The knee. What happens is that I'll be on the band. Right? Now, this exercise that I'm going to do is a fire hydrant. It's like this. Notice it's not riding up. Right? It's in the crease right here. It's right on the knee right here. See? Back like that. See what's going on? Up. Up. I can do that for the other side. Up. Up. Ensure that's on the knee. Alright? Next one will be famous kickbox. What happened is that both feet are in dorsiflex position, right? Like that. Now what happens is that the band will be between the heel, between the heel right here, and between the ball right here. So what happens? Push like that, and extend it like that. See? Extension. Now, this is the part where I see you all love the glute. What happens is this. Allow it to be right on the heel right here. Whoa, did I say heel? No, on the knee. Be on the knee right here. That again. But what happens now? Move it up a bit and put it on the hamstring. So this is what happens. Like that. There we go. I mean, this band is the latex one. So I have to improvise like that. I'm telling you, I'm already feeling it right here. Next one we're gonna do is the hip thrust stance. So have it right here, the knees, lay down, palms on the ground, up, open, back in, up, back in. We're going straight, but up, out, up, out, up, out, down, right. Let's see, a lot. Even on the ground, like this. Have it, we can just boom, 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 like that. Right? So I mean, there are a lot of exercises that you can use with this band right here. So my challenge to you is this. My challenge to you is this. All of those exercises that I already said, I want you all to do 2 sets, 5 repetitions for those. And tell me how it goes for you. Alright? Remember, it's ideal to warm up first before doing those exercises. As with any exercise, warm up is necessary. So get the warm up going, get it up to 5 to 7 minutes. Wonderful. Get the warm up going. And from there, you do the exercises, then you cool down, cooling down for the 7 minutes, losing your stretch, and so forth. And during that, stay hydrated, okay? So people, this is Dappa E from Dappa E Central. And again, you're good. Stay marked the consistency. Use up the bands, alright?